Something just happened. I just boarded the helicopter and yeah, then this appears. Also, I forgot to mention, I lost a crap ton of GMP for some reason.
Son of a...
Guys, what the hell? Was I invaded and a ton of my soldiers lost morale all of a sudden? Oh, no. Okay. Wow, I really at each other.
Boss, we don't draw weapons on comrades. Look around you. This is your family.
Show's over! Get out of here!
Be gentle. Of course. These are bad for you, you know. Morale has fallen. No. They just need a mission. Orders to follow. You see someone stuck in the waiting room, you give them a job to do. You two! You just earned yourself a week in the brig. Deck cleaning duty by... No, wait. You've got some blood to pay me back for first. Your CQC is sloppy. Come see me later for a lesson you won't forget. Well, morale taken care of.
What just happened? What did I do? Did I... Hey, dude.
Boss!
What? I don't remember my morale being dropped. I do know that a ton of GMP was lost. First off, let's take off any posters that I can see. 500 GMP, I need like probably 1,000 more to repay my debts. Okay, that's the bloody medical platform. No, that's the command platform, which I've been to many times. How about the other one?
Guess what
Yeah?
we found inside?
What?
A corpse. Human.
What?
The pod maintained a low internal temperature the whole time, and very little outside air got in. That would have slowed down decomposition. Still, the remains were mostly skeletal. Estimated time of death is between 6 months and a year ago. We put the screws to Huey about it. Listen to the tape. Turns out it was the body of someone we knew very well.
What? Who? Sahelanthropus, vocal coral parasite. Which one is it? Filling boy. Oh, the body found in the AI pod.
Fine. Yes, Strangelove was doing AI research in that lab.
Strangelove?
I like that until now. Why? Okay, so what? I wasn't working alone. You've got to understand. You do understand, right? I didn't want to drag her into this. It's my load to bear, alone.
So you didn't create the AI intended to drive Sahelanthropus. It was Strangelove.
Skullface was never in favor of AI control. So naturally they argued. Strangelove, she got him angry and he killed her.
How?
What?
You didn't see it? So you found her inside that pod after the fact. And you just left her body to rot in there. Or perhaps you put her in there afterward.
I asked him not to take her away from me.
So she was killed by Skullface, but you asked nicely, and he put her body in the AI pod for you?
That's right.
Wow.
Pathetic. You know,
Wow.
we have another idea. That you killed her.
Me? I couldn't kill her.
You killed her and locked her body in the pod.
I wouldn't. Don't treat me like one of you. I can't just kill anyone whenever I feel like it. I'm a normal human being.
Oh, I see. So you just shut her inside and waited for her to die.
I would never do that.
What, you mean she killed herself?
Yes. She climbed inside that pod and shut the door. It can't be opened from the outside. It was suicide.
Oh, ouch.
Suicide, I said. She killed herself. She got in when I wasn't looking and suffocated. She'd often try to do things like that. By the time I realized and opened the door, she wasn't breathing. I got scared and shut the pod again. I couldn't bring myself to open it back up. That's right. Me? Kill her? What is wrong with you?
I see. Just tell me one more thing.
Haven't you gotten enough today?
Okay, I see it's a painful memory. You don't have to answer, just listen to the question. You see, we examined her remains. She had a scar on her lower abdomen, a surgical scar. It had been stitched up and had fully healed, meaning it was long before her death. She had a child, didn't she?
What?
Your child.
Oh.
Where's the kid?
How should I know?
So there is a child.
I've never seen his face.
What do you take us for?
They took it all. Even my child. I didn't even know he'd been born. I lost everything.
How old would he be?
It's 4 years since then.
And you know it's a boy.
Strangelove said so.
And his name?
We called him Hal, even though I never saw his face.
Damn, yeah, for those who don't know, Hal is the main helper for Solid Snake in the later games, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that's the mystery behind the AI pod, from the looks of it. Hello everyone, this is Tstar-Mike, or Tstar-Mike, whichever you prefer, and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. Last time around we discovered that Quiet is affected with the parasites, specifically the English strain. That's what I was about to say. And before that there was also like a special side up where we rescued the children, and Eli had something to do with it, but really it's just extracting children. Nothing special happens, and what happens is like a new audio log is unlocked each time. There are also other cutscenes that I'm gonna play as well, which happen in a certain time. One which includes like a fight, or like a fight due to low morale on Mother Base, and the other one is the status of the AI pod, my bad. And today, yeah, So I'm gonna play these in this video, and today we're gonna do Extraordinary. Extraordinary, yeah.
Mission
Fine, I'll say
accepted.
that.
Heading to Afghanistan.
I don't know what's the mission parameters for this, and let's select probably, yeah, fine, we'll go with quiet. Okay, yeah, we'll stick with okay, secure classified information. Yeah, we'll be using our sniper rifle for this, and if there are like heavily armored soldiers, then we'll use knock their helmets off and use quiet to knock them out. Okay, support weapons are good, I think, and yeah, fine, we can commence. During the, oh wait, yeah, I should probably have airdropped a vehicle, but I can do that. Can do the other on the field too. Okay, action rolling. I already know about proning and rolling. Like I never like. There was no need for me to use it ever. Like I'm like looking forward up to the point where things are starting to pick up after the death of Skullface. Like.
Boss, retrieve the film canister our informant hid in Tstar-Mike Keep before he died. It contains vital information on Skullface's plan. For now, our only clue is the garbled photograph the informant tried to send us before the end. We're working on analyzing the data. There's no time to wait. A KGB Spetsnaz squad is after the target as well.
Oh, okay.
Boss, go to Tstar-Mike Keep and use the VI to lead you to where the film canister is in.
Yeah, sure
It's
thing.
paramount you retrieve the target before the enemy does.
Be careful down there, boss.
I really hope this mission is timed. Otherwise, I'll be very upset.
The map has been updated.
Okay, first off, let's airdrop a vehicle, a Jeep in this case. Yeah, sure.
Please select a
Now
drop
let's
point.
drop it on the road here.
Supplies requested. Enemy prison detected. The map has been updated.
Okay, where is enemy? Okay. I probably
Vehicle
should
drop
have,
complete. Marker placed.
okay, first off, let's have
Please
Sky
select a
quiet
deployment
scout
point.
this area here. Why not? Why, quiet, why won't you scout this base? Okay, here's our vehicle, our good old vehicle. Wait, what's Quiet doing over there? Right, could you
Please
please
select a
scout?
deployment point.
Yes, thank you. Now let's go. I'm so thankful that we have a G-Pack. It's not gonna be a cross-country episode like it was back in that mission where we had to retrieve the double agent. Or the defector, or whatever he is. Like, you know, I'm talking about the mission after we killed Skullface.
Extraction arrived at Mother
Speaking of
Around
Skullface.
there. Just what you need for recon.
Oh, hello.
The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Sniper.
The map has
Crap.
been updated.
Alright, well, first things first. Let's take care of the sniper. It was quiet.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been
Okay,
updated.
right. So far, quiet tagged the snipe vantage point.
Marker place.
Yeah, sure. Let's use the vantage point over here.
You have arrived at your destination. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
I wonder if quiet can. No, I don't think she can. It looks like we'll have to kill at some point.
Analysis.
Boss, get down. The enemy sniper. Stay
Well-
low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Okay, well, first off, first off, let's take care of... Oh crap, there's a jeep coming. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by Ocelot. Well, so much for the element of surprise. Snipers, really? Nice. You know what? Screw it. It doesn't necessarily have to be complete stealth. Let's just kill him. Yeah, a lot of these soldiers, thank goodness, Quad has like a non-lethal.
Enemy presence detected.
Oh! Are you kidding me? I stood right on the bloody landmine.
Quit kidding around. Snake?
Okay, fine.
Boss, go to
New plan, do not stand on the bloody landmines.
to where the film canister is hidden. It is paramount you retrieve
Oh
the
crap,
target.
really? No, no! Oh, come on! Drop.
Need for recon.
The map has been updated.
Alright, so much for the element of surprise yet again. Okay, right. Let's queue you over here. Ow. Okay, I knocked his helmet off. God damn it, landmines! Sorry, no, not landmines, mortars.
Boss, come in. Boss?
Yes, Ocelot.
Boss, go to Spoon Bay Keep and use the VI to lead you to where the film canister is hidden. It is paramount you retrieve the target before the enemy does. There's some high ground there. Just what you need for recon.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Alright, let's try this again without being discovered. Let's take the sniper out. Just like this. Nice! Into the face. Okay, let's recon the
Analysis
area.
complete.
There were some... Ooh, I like the stats on him. Yeah, I think it would be best. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I can...
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
There was a jeep driving on the road before. Maybe... Wait, where is it? Well, it's on its way. Is that the VI?
Analysis complete.
Well, I think it's just a regular
Enemy
jeep.
presence
Thank goodness it
detected.
wasn't.
The map has
You
been
know what?
updated.
Quiet. Wait, where was quiet targeting? We could drop down over here and drive along this trench.
Analysis complete.
Okay, that's just reinforcements. I think some of them must have found the body. You know what? I'm fine, let's just go crazy. They cover me. Nice. Headshot number 2. Nice. Quiet. Thank God Hachi took out the other sniper. Let's see what's his stats. Actually, let's knock his helmet off. Right. Oh crap. Let's try it again. Yep. Stop moving. Oh, so much for the element of surprise. Doesn't matter. I am. Okay, right. I think, yeah, I probably have to relocate to a different position before I get more auto strike again. I think they'll probably be firing at quiet. god. Yeah, I might have to relocate right now. Okay, can you lower yourself down? Thank you. You know...
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
What's the stats on him? Oh fine, not brilliant. Where's the better stats? Okay, let's throw in a stun grenade over here. What other distract? What? Huh? Wait, did they?
Enemy presence detected.
Okay, first off, let's Oh, no, that's too far. Come on. Nice. Okay, alright, let's knock him out. And right, hide for a moment. Okay, there it is. Come on, knock him up. Alright, let's move the mortar away. No one else can use. Oh crap. Someone's firing mortars. Is it a tank? Don't think so. Oh, hello. Wait, what's this?
Boss, we fully decrypted the VI data.
Film canister! Cool.
Should be clear as day.
Nice.
Check your iDroid.
Mission info has been updated.
Alright, exfiltrate the hot zone. Oh, that wasn't so difficult. Oh crap. Oh, gunship, gunship! You know what? We have more time to kill. Let's try and take the gun. If I can select the grenade.
Has been updated.
No, she won't be able to fire with. She won't be able to fire with this. Yeah, I have to get out right now. Right now. Oh, God damn it! It's another 4 we all lost.
Exfiltrated.
We can't let them follow you. Throw off the enemies on your tail first.
Are they going? Oh crap. Yeah. Dog.
Right. The coast is clear. Mission complete.
Thank goodness. Well,
Extraction
would have wanted
arrived
to
at
make
Mother
the
Base.
thing
Development
more interesting,
project has
but
been added.
yeah, I lost
complete.
another vehicle.
Boss.
Great. Yeah, could have been better. Yep. Is anything special gonna happen? Rewards, oh, more about hamburgers and informants' reports. Well, we have more time to kill. Let's listen to some cassette tapes, and then I can discuss them. Speaking, I was gonna talk about Skullface's plan before I kept being interrupted. How his plans come to fruition now that he's dead, and I know there's still the film cast, the parasites that they should be worried about.
Mission
Boss,
list
First
I've
off,
updated the mission list. We received a new job offer. The details are on your iDroid.
okay.
Select a mission.
Extraordinary war without end. Eliminate the CFA, the armored column assembling the Nova Braga airport. The column has contained many large-scale fighting vehicles. Okay. Well, in the meantime, while we're on this spot, Troy, first off, let's go back to Mother Base.
Clouds approach. Please
See
select
if-
a landing
okay,
zone.
yeah.
A support
Okay.
helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Let's go over here. And yeah, fine, we can jog. What else? go quickly. So far, I think we're on like around mission 40. We should be able to finish off soon. Like,
Please select a mission.
or, no, we're on the last mission is 41. So yeah, 9 more missions and we're done with the game. Looking forward to see how it ends.
Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
Support
Okay, there's
helicopter
more
has
sheep.
arrived.
And okay, let's get out of here. And in the meantime, let's listen while we're on the Telva and before we get to the base, so we can listen to the informant support. Miller's epiphany. What?
Departing.
Okay, so he has an epiphany for hamburgers, or considering Cold Talker's high standards for particular hamburgers and what it brings to nature, as silly as it sounds. But anyway, let's listen to the informant's report before we drop down to Mother Base for a visit. Oh, okay, fine. Oh, there's 3
We
parts.
finished decoding the informant's report. That floating kid we've run into a few times now. Looks like he was a test subject in clinical experiments. The Soviets called him the Third Boy. The Third Boy was brought to a lab on the outskirts of Moscow from Czechoslovakia, after which he was due to be sent to a research center in Leningrad, then Siberia, and finally an academic town in Novosibirsk. It doesn't appear that the researchers witnessed the talents we've seen from him, but nevertheless he was quite the popular subject. His latent cognitive abilities suddenly awoke en route to Moscow. According to the report, the Third Boy was easily influenced by other individuals' biofields.
Like
Evil thoughts,
Vulcan?
in particular. They affected his mind like a virus.
Like Vulcans.
Extreme anger or resentment, motives for revenge, in other words. Now, during the transport flight to Moscow, the boy was exposed to a powerful mental energy field coming from a certain individual. Ever since, being conscious of his powers, he's become a sort of energy generator. What's unique about him is the way his acute telepathic abilities get taken over by another person's will. The boy began to physically parasitize individuals experiencing extreme anger and codify the host's desires. This includes amplifying the host's natural strengths.
Wait, so, sorry, I have to stop there for a moment. So, because he was amplified to, like, say, Eli's anger back at the mission with, Sahelanthropus, chances are Eli might get powers? Maybe? Because of that kid?
With the host's desires, he can also implant program code in another individual, making them a puppet, essentially.
Like Vulcan.
Synapses transmit weak electrical currents between neurons. These electrical currents, though at a level difficult to observe, warp the magnetic field outside the body. The Third Boy is able to pick up these weak fluctuations. Contrary to psychotronics, which involves controlling the human mind, his abilities as a receptor are too high. The emotions he picks up from another individual are amplified and unleashed into his body as they recur in his brain. They turn into microwaves, which then affect the physical world, triggering paranormal phenomena like the spontaneous combustion of organic matter or psychokinesis, moving an object without touching it. One other thing. While he's parasitizing a host, the boy's ego gets shut away, allowing the will of the host to take control of his powers, like some annoying static drowning out your own voice. That means he isn't responsible for what's been happening. Somebody's extreme anger has manifested through the Third Boy's powers in ways none of us could have predicted, which would mean this was going on somewhere around us.
Oh.
Looking back on it, a lot of things make sense now. The man on fire, Sahelanthropus, they both came to life thanks to the third boy's powers. Everything has been happening through him as a catalyst. We first saw him in the hospital on Cyprus. The boy parasitizing the man on fire's desire for revenge gave him his new abilities in return. He next appeared at the Hamid Fighters Fort where the honeybee was hidden. There, the boy parasitized Skullface's vengeful mind. He
Really?
controlled Sahelanthropus, making it do whatever Skullface wanted.
Why would it turn on
Same
Skullface
goes
then?
for when we extracted Emmerich onto the chopper. When he appeared at the Devil's House in Central Africa, Skullface's will controlled the man on fire via the third boy's powers. Everything is clear up to this point. But even the informant couldn't pinpoint who the host was in the cave within Serac power plant. Sahelanthropus suddenly became active, then crushed not only the man on fire, but Skullface as well. Surely neither of them could have been the host. Who else was at that location and bore anger more extreme than
Eli,
either
of course. Couldn't it
Whose
tell?
will was controlling Sahelanthropus? According to the report, emotions transmitted in children's brains affect the surrounding magnetic field more strongly. Cerebral nerves are covered with insulation called myelin sheaths to increase impulse speed. The reason for this leakage has to do with the fact that children's myelin sheaths are still developing. So, how many children do you remember being there?
There was
Children
Eli.
with a burning desire for revenge and bearing a grudge against you.
Can't believe I could.
I can think of only one.
Yeah, Eli.
Eli.
Yes.
We don't know what kind of life he's had, but the resentment he's shown toward adults is nothing short of extraordinary. The third boy resonated with Eli's mind. And that means Eli bore the strongest animosity of all individuals within the boy's reception range, estimated to be a 3-mile radius, beating out even Volgan and Skullface. The third boy has probably remained hooked on Eli's anger since. You remember at the Devil's House, the third boy showed an interest in Shabani? That must have been his ego making a rare appearance.
Oh.
He may possess abilities far beyond anyone else in the world, but he's still a kid. Maybe them both being kids was enough to bring them together. And if so,
Yeah.
maybe Eli, he isn't feeding off him, but acting in symbiosis with him. So what
This is-
kickstarted the third boy's powers? If we look at the location and time that his plane went down, we can make a pretty good guess. When the plane experienced the first anomaly, it gave an accurate report of its position to a control tower, due north of the Black Sea, 125 miles east of Kiev. Dead south on the Black Sea is Cyprus's Green Line. So the plane's position was directly north of the hospital where you'd been asleep for 9 years. And this anomaly was reported at exactly the same time that you woke up. The plane was enveloped in flame from the inside out. The fuselage burnt to ashes. There were no survivors, at least not publicly admitted. Your thoughts formed a synchronicity with the boy's psyche and were amplified inside his brain.
So,
That would have been more than enough to trigger his abilities. Your rage was like a big bang in his head, blowing
What?
the lid off his powers. The boy was then secretly moved to the lab outside of Moscow where Volgan was comatose. There, Volgan's thoughts resonated with the boy and he was awakened.
oh.
Volgan became the man on fire, hell-bent on getting revenge on you. His instincts led him straight to you. Skullface knew Volgan from Operation Snake Eater, or perhaps from even before. Monitoring this pair of extraordinaries, he discovered the hospital and sent his assassin and XOF. Skullface was probably watching the situation from close by. Then, realizing how useful these two test subjects could be, he approached them. Reacting to Skullface's thirst for revenge, this time the boy let Skullface's will control Volgan. Volgan, at times driven by personal revenge, at times through Skullface's will, kept on moving, though his body was little more than dead meat. Perhaps there were moments where even your thoughts affected him as well. But without the boy's power, it was like the plug had been pulled from the socket.
So,
Everything was powered by anger, malice, revenge. This is how the end of the report sums things up. Both the third boy and the man on fire were originally test subjects of paranormal research for military applications. Like telekinetically controlling the leader of an enemy nation and making him launch a nuke. Or stopping the heart of someone on the wrong side of the Berlin Wall. Experimenting with latent human abilities. They were used as tools of the Cold War. The boy's only crime was being born with unique gifts.
Oh.
But he was sacrificed on the altar of war. His life reduced to slavery under other people's wills. Turned into a living weapon with no will of his own. And eventually the only emotion he could feel must have been the desire to get revenge for the hand he'd been dealt. Boss, it's you that awakened the boy's powers. But there's more to it than that. I guess the anger emanating from you was something he could truly relate to.
So that explains the bit at the hospital where the man on fire suddenly started attacking XOF soldiers. The man on fire is controlled through the boy, and because I was there, because the big boss was there, and he must have been feeling fear or a desire to remove these soldiers, the third boy happily obliged and took care of him. The third boy, the third boy's allegiance changed depending on whose anger is strongest. So probably the boss became less angry after the XOF soldiers were killed. That kind of explains the situation, but it also explains why the third boy suddenly turned on Skullface. Yeah. Okay, so just to sum it up, the boy has strong telekinetic abilities, depending on which person's anger is the strongest, and he also follows whoever's anger is the strongest. So, that makes sense. But anyway, let's Skullface his objective. Okay, it's lit up over here. Oh, secret recording of Skullface with Cult Talker. Nice.
Ya'at-e. You disappoint me. Have you forgotten my face?
Leave me be.
You won't respond to anyone else, so I figured it must be me you wanted to see. But now you won't even look at me.
Have I not suffered enough?
Not until you've eased my suffering first. To tell you the truth, old man, I'm in a bit of a bind. It's about your children. You know what I mean? The parasites. The ones that infect a man's throat, killing him if he speaks their language.
They must not be allowed to multiply.
You are allowed to live only in order to help me. But you don't want to, do you? So why not choose death instead? Because you want to protect the Diné and their land from me. That's your purpose, isn't it? Don't lose sight of that now. It's in your interest to cooperate. Because if you don't...
Madness.
The parasites can't detect your people's tongue. So I'll just have to resort to more heavy-handed means. I have the greatest respect for your people. I would rather avoid such a thing, but we don't always get our way. I was born a tiny mote in a mighty tempest, and until those winds abate, all I can choose is how to act when they blow me this way or that. Tell me, Code Talker, what happens to a man infected with a pair of your parasites? Can they be removed? Can the full-blown symptoms be prevented?
It is impossible to remove the parasites alone. They have too close an affinity with humans.
Then how do you stop the symptoms from developing?
right. I was hoping for an answer now, but perhaps you just need a little more time. I'll be back soon. I've set up shop, not far from here. We'll be seeing a lot more of each other.
If you're close by, then it is almost complete.
We're in the final phases. All that's left is to see if I can actually disable a nuke.
What?
With the help of your metallic archaea. Once that's done, I won't have to return here again. And your suffering will end. As will your people's.
Oh.
We're almost finished, Code Talker. Each in our own way.
My only regret will be not finishing you.
There's nothing stopping you. I'm only alive because you want me that way.
Ridiculous.
As you wish. My regret is this misunderstanding between us. You and I, our goal is the same. We should be working together. A symbiosis.
You do not know my mind. I simply want the Diné bloodline to endure.
Really now? You're just another mote in the storm. How you react to all the slings and arrows, that's what counts. That's why you call those squirming monsters your children.
What I have done is forbidden. Forgive me, all of you.
The world should be left the way it is. You of all men should know that.
You have like 20 seconds. Why? Yeah, I think this is it. Why is Skullface interested in a cure from the parasites all of a sudden? Like, didn't he want to just remove
Forgive me,
English from
but my schedule has changed. The time for grace and good manners has now run out.
Please. Torture will not work on me. Surely you know this.
Oh, I have no intention of getting rough with you. You haven't been beaten. Your hands aren't even tied. Just like me, you live in symbiosis with countless parasites. What wounds I might inflict, they'll patch right up. You
Oh,
might
it's
feel
a
considerable
10-minute long
pain,
one.
but I've no doubt you can withstand it.
Then what do you plan on doing?
I have a soldier standing outside. Nothing special about him, except that he always obeys. I have given him one instruction. Whenever I ring this bell, he passes on a message for me. That message is simply, go.
What is this?
After that, though, it gets complicated. The message will arrive at a room, a little bigger than this one, nothing special. Some of your people are in this room, surrounded by my men.
Enough of this.
Oh.
They pick them at random. No regard for age, gender. In that, I suppose, they're different from you. Not as discriminating. They tied them up, one by one, blindfolded them. We had to maintain order, you understand?
You bastard.
Go. When they hear that, my men will pick one of your people and infect them with a parasite. Your parasite.
It won't work on my people.
True.
Unless-
the vocal cord parasite doesn't respond to your language. But what about English?
An English strain. It exists.
A ring of this bell, and they infect one person. If that person abandons the Navajo language, the English strain will trigger symptoms.
You monster.
So, it's quite simple. Every time I ring the bell, another of your people is infected.
Don't do this.
I don't want to do this. I'd rather not have to ring the bell, which is why I'm hoping you will talk to me.
Well,
What do you want? What else could you possibly want?
You know the answer to that. How to prevent the symptoms caused by the parasite.
You cannot control it like some slave. Forget the idea.
Forget it? Unlikely.
I will never tell you.
Oh, snap.
What have you done,
You made me do that.
you black-hearted...
Settle down.
Don't use it again.
Well, that is up to you. All you need to do is tell me what I want. How to prevent the vocal cord parasite's symptoms.
Why? Why do you need to know?
The adult soldiers at Amasa are all dead.
What?
The parasite traveled downstream.
How?
Adult soldiers?
It would appear that he was involved. Another demon who woke up from 9 years of slumber. As a result, the vocal cord parasite spread through the village.
I told you this would happen.
It was an unfortunate accident. He is becoming an annoyance. He may stumble upon the truth sooner or later, but I suppose that is really of no consequence. One
Big
day,
boss?
he too will pay for what he has done.
Black Anna. The real demon is you.
You know, this incident made me realize something. You are right. I should have acted with more humility. These creatures cannot be controlled. All the more reason I require a means to stop them.
There is no such way.
Oh, really?
Wait! Don't ring it again.
It is up to you. Out with it!
I see now. There must be more to it than that.
What?
They are in you. You use this land to breed more of my children. And not just here. No. In pursuit of your ethnic cleansers. You sifted through many language strains. Finding hosts. Breeding more and more. You would have been infected in the process. Infected with countless strains. Most likely your mother tongues as well. Romania,
Oh.
Northern Transylvania. You found that one too. Yes, the Hungarian strain. That responds to the CK's dialect.
Silence!
Black Anna. It is you who shall pay.
Wait, what happened?
Is this your retaliation, old man?
Let my people go, and never bother them again.
Wait. What sort of powers does Cold Talker have? I'm interested to know. Like,
You heard me. What now? What? No! What are you doing?
crap.
I am not afraid. I probably have every language strain inside of me. Meaning all the world's languages are already lost to me. But that suits me fine. If need be, I myself can produce whatever strain is needed.
And that means nothing to you. If you are infected, you can never again speak your mother tongue. Otherwise you will die. As will every one of your countrymen.
A few words here and there won't trigger the symptoms. And besides, the time is not yet right to show this face in my homeland. Not until my revenge is complete. Now...
Stop!
We're out of time. I have to get going. Well...
No! Radiation. It's radiation.
What?
Radiation, of course. So it can be used.
But how much? I do not know.
Radiation denatures their reproductive cells, preventing them from mating.
Same principle as the sterilization technique. The reproductive cells are more sensitive to radiation than the rest of the body. But I have not tested it. There is no telling what mutation could result, or how the host may be affected. Not to mention what could happen if this is done post-infection.
I don't care. This plan goes into action now. As long as it works, the details can wait. You wouldn't be lying to me, of course, old man.
I can guarantee nothing.
I owe you my life. My body has been burned on countless occasions, but it survives, thanks to your children. That is why I trust you.
Then do not repeat my mistake.
What's that?
In the West, it is said that the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. In the East, it is said the man of flesh brings spiritual power to words. The people knew back then that these creatures carry the gospel. They do not belong in our hands. They must not be touched.
How enlightening. I'll remember that. Consider this my thanks.
What are you?
Catch.
No!
Oh, crap. Snap. Ow. Yeah, that's how his people died.
Well then, I'm afraid it really is goodbye this time, Code Talker.
Crap.
Huh? There is no soldier.
Oh!
Now where did he run off to? Guess he wasn't as obedient as I thought.
There never was any soldier.
So long.
What? Wait, but that was a joke?
You! How dare you!
Crap. Okay, so at least we know how to prevent the parasites, not just the skulls, but also the parasite that are embedded in a particular host. So I don't know, if we save Quiet from the English strain, we might have to infect her with radiation. I have a feeling she's probably not gonna survive the process or not, but we'll see. Anyway, till next video.